At O'Rourke Coach Trimmers, we take pride in being able to offer the most authentic and accurate period correct retrims and renovations available anywhere. We retrim using materials such as vinyl, cloth, velvet and many other materials that would have been used during the original build specification. But by far the single most important material that we use to reupholster in is leather. Leather is a wonderful natural material that comes in many variants in terms of colour, grain, thickness and texture. When retrimming a classic Ferrari interior, you've got two choices. First one is a surface dyed hide. By surface dyed I mean it's been painted on the surface and it's left in its raw state underneath. So even if this leather was black or burgundy on top, it would still be tan underneath. And when this ages, that tan shines through and looks fantastic. Or you've got a very manufactured leather, such as this blue hide. This is called through dyed. So it's painted blue on the surface and it's also blue on the back. So when this scratches up, you don't see the tan coming through. It still gives off the blue underneath it. So if you're restoring a car to original specification, an old Ferrari, classic Bentley, Rolls-Royce from period, there's only really one choice, and that's to go with the Connolly leather. It's got a fantastic smell as original and a really lustered look to it. It just really sits harmoniously in a classic car's cabin. Different leathers will react differently in the way they flex, stretch and cover a surface. It is down to the skill and experience of a coach trimmer to know exactly how to handle this and where to pull to adjust the perfect result. It is imperative that when retrimming a classic car to totally original specification or even a colour change to another period correct colour, that it is done using the most accurate material in terms of quality, colour and grain. We are very fortunate to have a very close working partnership with Connolly Leather, the world-renowned leather manufacturers. Connolly Leather, established in 1878, have been supplying hides to the automotive industry since the very first automobiles were built. Connolly Leather have a great history and tradition of supplying many of the world's premium car manufacturers such as Aston Martin, Bentley, Ferrari, Jaguar, Maserati, Rolls-Royce and many more with original spec hides.
Good to see you, Rob. What can we do for you today?
Thank you for hosting us. I've got a really rare Ferrari project on the build and I need to talk to you about that.
So have you got the build sheet for it?
I do, indeed. Manufacturers such as Ferrari have quite good records of every car that they have ever built. And the original factory build sheets will include the seat material and, in the case of leather, the original Connolly leather codes. 3103, that's the special colour on your build sheet, is quite similar to 3104, which we have here. So this is the original recipe that we invented in 1928, and you know, it has the correct feel, and of course it has the Connolly aroma, which can't be repeated anywhere else in the world. That aroma is pure luxury.
So the 3103 is the Luxan antique version of this colour. So should we go and have a look at it in the archive?
Perfect.
Okay.
One of the greatest assets of Connolly Leather is their complete and comprehensive leather archive that they have.
So here we have the archive, some of the archive.
Oh.
3103, okay, so it should be in here somewhere. Okay. Here it is, 3103. So this is the original sample.
Beautiful.
It's a very rare one, that. That won't be in any patent books, it's only in the archive. So Connolly was established in 1878, and for our classic division, we find that the archive that we have that goes back to 1878 is invaluable for some of our clients who are restoring cars where the provenance of the car is very, very important. We find that it's invaluable for them to be able to reproduce the leather that was in the car originally when it left the factory.
This is going to look great in that 275. This is an invaluable tool to O'Rourke coach trimmers, for when we have to retrim a classic car to original spec, we are able to offer with total confidence The original quality and consistency needed to produce the most authentic and perfect result.